Okay, so I wanted to cover this video called SoundHound Urgent Warning NVIDIA Selloffs.
SoundHound has dropped more than $5 in one day, and that's a 30% dip, all because Nvidia sold its tiny little stake in SoundHound. Don't forget SoundHound has 274 patents and partnerships with Netflix, Qualcomm, Honda, Hyundai, and Mercedes-Benz. And did these partnerships just go away in the last 24 hours? The short answer is no. So what the heck is going on with SoundHound? Stick around.
I don't know, but let's go look at it. February 15th, Sound, SOUN. Whew. This is going to be brutal. All right. So February 15th was, oh, yikes. This candle right here. So first off, when he recorded this, it was already in a downtrend. You had your 10 under the 20, price was under the 50. Like a couple times, it might have got a little bit close to changing direction. But I mean, your real red light should have come way back here. This giant move right here. So this reminds me of the market cycle. Let's go look at the market cycle real quick. Let's break down what this is. The market cycle is not theory. This is history. This is played out in all of the stock market for hundreds of years, hundreds and thousands of years at this point. We're looking at this right. Stage one at the bottom down here is where it's consolidating. Nothing's really happening. Stage two are these big uptrends. These are the ones that people get excited about. This is what makes the meme stocks, right? This is what everybody wants to see happen. Anytime you buy a stock, you want to be in the stage two uptrend. Stage three is this topping pattern up here. This is where all the moving averages start crossing back the other direction. In stage four, this is the downtrend that so many stocks are actually in right now that people don't want to admit. It's the denial and panic phase that we're seeing right now. And looking at this, looks very, very similar. Let's take off the boxes here so it looks a little easier for you. This looks a lot like this, doesn't it? Right, your stage one down here, your stage two big move, your stage three sideways move, and your stage four. This is a stage four downtrend right here in SoundCloud. If you are investing in a stage four downtrend, you are just taking your money and setting it on fire. I'm sorry to tell you that, but it's true. And it doesn't matter. All the partnerships, all the fundamentals, all of the amazing things that a company's doing. It can be an absolutely amazing company, best company in the entire world, and a garbage stock. This is a great example of that. But also, all stocks are bad. All stocks are bad. And every once in a while, they act right. Every once in a while, they act right. But this is not the time. This is not the time. So let's continue on with this video.
Because that's exactly what we're going to find out. Don't worry about subscribing and liking the video or looking for the coaching and Discord link. We're going to dive right into SoundHound right now. Just so you guys understand that Nvidia did file a 13F showing they sold 1,730,000 shares for proceeds of $8,065,000, roughly $4.66 per share. However, the last time the stock was $4.66 was October 23rd or 24th. Just so you guys know, 13F filings are reported 45 days after quarter end and reflect activity of the previous quarter. Nvidia hasn't even had stake in SoundHound since October. This is February. So this actually has nothing to do with Nvidia's sell-off technically. This is a fear and a massive overreaction by investors, particularly like you and.
So here's the deal. Fear is real. Fear in the market is real. It's exactly, let me show you this cartoon. It's exactly this cartoon, right? When people want to sell, more people clamor to sell and they start jumping all over each other saying, I want to get out. I got to get out of here. Right. And that's how the market has always worked historically. Your one stock, not specifically SoundHound, but I'm saying conceptually, your one stock that's in a downtrend, you don't have enough pockets. You don't have deep enough pockets to turn that stock trend around. Right. And unless you get all your friends together and everybody starts buying, the trend is going to continue until the trend stops, until enough people start turning it around. But the last thing you want to do is be the one guy who's like, no. The trend can't go down any further. But just there are plenty of people on the internet who are calling for a trend to end whenever they tell it to. And I'm telling you, the market can act irrational way longer than you can stay solvent. And if you're buying SoundHound here, if you're buying SoundHound here because you think this is the bottom, I got news for you. The bottom could be zero. It's at $8.91. The bottom could be a lot further down than this. So let's continue on here.
and I, individual investors. Today's reaction was a pure panic fear sell-off. It was a huge overreaction, plain and simple. Nvidia exited Serve as well, Serve Robotics. If you want to see a video on Serve Robotics, comment below and I will make one on that stock as well. Nvidia is now holding positions in WeRide and Nebius, just to name a couple. It is a standard practice for companies to trim holdings or investments and move money elsewhere. We do it. Hedge funds do it. So do big companies. This also surprisingly comes right before earnings. Does this mean that Nvidia knows something that we don't? Nvidia has made waves lately, also disrupting IonQ, Rigetti Computing, and most quantum computing stocks, with statements made by Jensen, the CEO, where he stated that we are 15 to 20 years away from quantum computing. He seems to be stirring the pot everywhere he goes these days. You should be careful with your account. I would never personally go above 10% in any one stock, let alone a growth stock.
Wow, that's the first time I've heard somebody actually talk about risk management. That I can really get on board with. Thank you, Investor Corey. That's the first time I've seen one of these YouTube gurus who claim everything's going to the moon actually say you probably shouldn't put everything that you own in this.
Or an AI growth stock for that matter. Also, I always say diversify your stock, sector, and your strategies. But
let's go. All right, finally he's spitting some fire.
Talk about SoundHound and why they are still a good company. Understand all this sell-off was panic and fear. Unless Nvidia knows something we don't know, then it's just a typical sell for profit like we do.
But I'm telling you, like, the downtrend started a while ago. Here's something I want you to add to your charts. Your 10 over the 20, price over the 50. So your 10 EMA is your short term. Your 20 EMA is your longer term. Your 50 EMA, your intermediate term, I should say. Your 50 EMA is your longer term. When you add those together, it'll tell you which direction the market's going. It's just math. It's just math. The price is over the average price of the last 10 days. That means price is going up. That's what you want to see. Now, there's something new I've been doing. I call it red light, green light. When you've got these all lined up and you see a crossover, like right here, right there would be a great entry point. And even if you can't see the right-hand side of the chart because you don't have the Nancy Pelosi plan yet, and this is all you can see, right? Imagine this is all you can see. And you're like, well, I got 10, 20, 50. I got a crossover on my 10, right? And of course, there's a couple times here and there you might make a buck or lose a buck. But as long as you keep your risk in check, that's the important part. And then you take this calculated risk, knowing where you're going to get out if it doesn't work out. And the next few days, holy moly. The next few days, holy moly. Look at this. How much did it go up? This candle to the next close under 201%. That is worth taking calculated risks every now and then to get a gain of 201% before it hits the red light right here. And now here's the other thing. On this red light, let that be a warning to you. When you see a red light, a close under the 10 EMA, things are not the same anymore. Things are no longer the same. And what happened at that point? We had one sell-off down here, from here to here, of 35%. A little recovery, but still a bearish trend at this point. And then another sell-off that's happened. So it's down 35% here. And then, let's just say from right here to here, another 43%. Bro, it keeps this up. It's going to be a $0 stock any minute now.
Considering Nvidia got the shares for around $1 and change, maybe a little bit less, and sold for $466, they 400% or 4x'd their money. They invested $2 million and change. I believe it was 2.7.
But none of this matters. None of this matters, right? He can tell you all these reasons as to why somebody in Nvidia had bought it. All these reasons why SoundHound is it SoundHound? Yeah, why SoundHound is still a great thing. But at the end of the day, you're not getting paid. If you are an investor in SoundHound and you missed your exit signal here, and then you watch Corey's video over here, you're like, oh man, things are going great. Things are going great, right? I got news for you.
Only price pays.
Only price will pay you. So as price is going down and you're losing money day after day after day, I want you to come back to this video. I want you to say, maybe Chris was right. Maybe Chris was right. Maybe I shouldn't be listening to all these YouTube gurus. Maybe I should really start focusing on risk. Maybe I should add the outlier trend template to my chart right now. Maybe I should start following the red light and green lights that Chris is talking about. Because, you know, every once in a while, I might make a buck or lose a buck. But when the big trends come, I'll be able to ride them all the way up. And I do not have to ride them all the way down. So I hope that this was useful to you. If it was, do me a favor and share this with everyone you know. And be sure to tune in to the next episode where I'll help you save time, make money, and start winning with less risk.
10 over 20 over 50.